think that 50 have gone by already. It's been a fast 50, if I may say. And incredible also because we see all of you here. And that is so heartwarming. I can't quite put it to words. But we are so grateful that our lives have been interwoven, some more than others. There's only a few who have known us for the full 50. I think I could count them maybe on one hand. But whether that's true or you've known us for 40 years or 30 or 20 or whatever, I want you to know how grateful we are that our lives have been interwoven. We have had the privilege of partnering with you along the way. We have had the privilege of some of us working in church life together, others of us in business life. There's been sharing of work and leisure. We've interwoven our lives with tears and laughter as well. And so it's just of the highest honor that we think you've taken time out of your busy season to come from near and far. Some across the road, maybe walked here tonight, others across the country. I can't tell you how overwhelmed we are at that thought. So we want to welcome you, and of course I want to welcome my beautiful bride, Edie Mae. To me, she is mostly Edie, is what I call her. Others of you have called her Edith for a very long time. Some call her Sweetie Edie. Sometimes she even gets the divine Mrs. M. But it's hard for me to believe, dear, that 50 years ago today, you walked down that aisle on the arm of your brother to the front of the church and took the hand of a something-year-old, and something-year-old had just finished his sophomore year in college and had only the prospects of a summer job. And I've asked myself the question quite a few times of late, what in the world were we thinking? You know, I've been listening to the words of late, reading the words of popular song artist Shania Twain. And on her song, not the one that says, sometimes I feel like a woman. Other than there. You're still the one. You're still the one. And some of the phrases kind of go like, looks like we made it. Look how far we've come. Might have took a long way, but we knew we'd get there someday. Now some said, I bet they'll never make it. But here we are, holding on and going strong. Ain't nothing better than to beat the odds together. I'm glad we didn't listen, because look what we'd be missing. Now, some of those phrases don't capture us exactly. I never did hear anyone say, I bet they'll never make it. And I never heard anyone say, they're too young to be doing this. But in retrospect now, yeah, we were. And some have said, as recently as a few weeks ago, in my part-time work, we found out what we're doing here tonight. He said, oh really, that idea of being married to someone and then working in the same office with them all day long? Not so much, not so much. And frankly, I'm kind of surprised it worked as well as it did for us for over half the years that we were together. 50 years ago today, you said, I take you, Philip, to be my husband, to have and hold from this day forward, for better, for worse. Well, I guess we don't want to go into all of that. guess that means, that phrase in the ceremony, that what we're entering into is kind of an imperfect sort of thing, and none of us would claim we've had a perfect marriage. But I still want to thank you for saying, I do. I take you, Philip, to be my husband, to have and to hold from this day forward in sickness and in health. Fortunately, there's been a lot of health. There have been times when you stood by my side in the hospital room as well. Thank you. I take you, Philip, to be my husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer. It'll be a short toast now. I guess you knew when you married me my name was not Philip Rockefeller, or Philip Trump, or Philip Gates. You knew I was a theology major. And you still said, I do. Somebody's got a little quip about marriage that says, marriage is that which halves our griefs and doubles our joys and quadruples our expenses. And as I recall, when I first started dating you, you were working as a bookkeeper in Kankakee, Illinois at the Mercedes-Benz dealership. And after we were married, you got another job as a bookkeeper. And you've been our family bookkeeper for 50 years now. You've done a great job with that as well. Figuring out a way sometimes to stretch the dollar to meet the need. But the thing I think that friends would say most about you, those who've known you best, friends, acquaintances, and family, and especially to me, what you have been to me and to all of us is a priceless treasure. And for that, I would like to invite us to toast my beautiful wife tonight, who has been my life partner in ministry, in work, in marriage, who has been my companion, confidant, and best friend. Edie, cheers.
My darling, happy anniversary.